to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to try to solve this question and do some live coding work. At the same time, I'm going to briefly go through the general interview steps while trying to solve this problem. So first of all, let's race through this question. Find the celebrity. So suppose you're at a party with n people and among them there may exist one celebrity. So the definition of a celebrity is that all the other n minus people know him or her, but the celebrity doesn't know anyone else. So now you have the question to find out who the celebrity is or verify that there's not a celebrity. So the only thing you are allowed to do is to ask questions like, hey, A, do you know B, to get the information whether A knows B. So I would say if A knows B, then for sure A is not the celebrity and B could be the celebrity or may not be the celebrity. So you're given a helper function A B knows A B, which tells you whether A knows B. So implement a function called find celebrity n. So there will be exactly one celebrity if he or she is at the party. So if there is a celebrity, we are going to return the label. Otherwise, we are going to return -1. So for example 1, we have the graph defined something like this. We are going to return 1. That is because celebrity is 1. And for this graph, there's no celebrity. We are going to return -1. So let's see the constraints. So the constraint says graph.length is equal to n. So essentially the first two things says the graph is a n by n matrix. And n is anywhere between 2 to 100. So we don't need to worry about n as a legal input. And for this kind of the graph ij is either 0 or 1. So actually we don't need to worry too much about the graph because we are essentially relying on this helper function called knows AB to return the information within this graph. So having said that, I think not too much of the room to think about edge case. So let's think about the general solution, how to solve this problem. So one solution, what we could do is a linear solution. So when I say linear, it is O of n. So what we could do is we could do one pass through this array from 0 to n-1. So first of all, we are going to keep a candidate for the celebrity. So the candidate starts with 0. And then we have like a for loop starting from 1 to n-1. So I would say if actually the candidate knows I, then it means this candidate is no longer the candidate for the celebrity. So what we could do is we are going to replace the candidate with I. So I may or may not be the celebrity, but if candidate knows I, then it means current candidate for sure is not a celebrity. So after that, we are going to have one candidate. We could think of him or her as a celebrity. Then we need to do a double check on top of I to make sure that everyone knows everyone knows the final candidate, but the candidate doesn't know anyone else. So that's essentially then I would say first of all, do one pass through the array and then keep a candidate, then double check candidate, double check to see if the candidate is a celebrity. So that's essentially how we are going to solve this problem. So let's start to do some coding work. So for coding, first of all, as we said, we are going to find a candidate for the celebrity. So we have candidate starting with 0, then we have I is equal to 0, I is smaller than candidate is smaller than n plus I. So if the candidate knows I, then it means candidate is no longer the candidate for celebrities. Then we are going to replace the candidate with I. Otherwise, we just keep candidate as it is. And now we have a candidate for the celebrity. Then we are going to do one pass for the array again. So let's see. Okay, so we are going to go through I is equal to 0, I is smaller than n, plus I. So if I is equal to the candidate, then we are just going to continue. Otherwise, we will see if so we need to make sure that everyone knows I, but candidate knows, and everyone knows the candidate, but the candidate doesn't know everyone else. So if candidate, I will say if candidate knows anyone, or if anyone else doesn't know the candidate, then it means the candidate is not a celebrity. Then we are just going to return -1. Otherwise, finally, we are going to return candidate. So I think that's pretty much it for this function. I will just rely on this platform to help us do some debugging work. Alright, so it seems to be good. Let's do a submission on top of it. Alright, so everything works well, and I think that's it for this question. So if you have any question regarding this piece of code or regarding the solution, feel free to leave some comments below. If you like this video, please help subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.